There are women who will waste your time if you don't keep it real. There are. And there are many, many women who won't waste your time for 5 minutes if you're keeping it real. They're here for the same reasons you are. They like you for the same reasons you like them, and they're ready to go. But you gotta keep it real. If you want to meet somebody and you're not finding what you're looking for in your community, what would you do? You'd start thinking, how do I meet somebody from somewhere else? Because it's just not happening here. And what do? You go online, you go to a dating site. Maybe, you take a singles cruise, right? Singles cruises are fun, you've heard about those. A lot of single people getting together. Well, a romance tour, as we call it, a singles tour as we call it, it's just another version of the singles cruise. It really is. People who are lonely just come together in social parties and social events and meet each other. And there's all kinds of stuff all over the internet. Unfortunately, there are a lot of men that are just not realistic. And unfortunately, it's true. And I'm not here to hammer you guys, I'm here to inspire you, but I want you to get on the right track. And that's what I'm here to do, keep you on the right track so you can be successful. And the reality is a lot of men are just not being realistic, and that taints the whole entire thing. So now, if you have agencies that are out there that want to make money, they've got to figure out how to make unrealistic men happy. That's a big question for agencies. And the reality is that you have all of these women that come to agencies that want to meet somebody. The agencies very much want to help women and men meet each other, but they've got to meet the demands of the market. Be a smart market. You own your role in the market. You own your behavior. You own your expectations 100%. You do. And if you keep it real and stay positive, you have an excellent chance. So there are men who don't keep it real, and because of that, they don't have a lot of positive things to say, and they'll write all over the internet because they're unhappy, because they probably got scammed or somebody wasted their time, and I don't blame them for being unhappy. I really don't. I'm going to tell you guys one thing I want you to think about. One of the ways that guys get sucked into dating women that are too young for them is those are the ones who speak English. Because they've just been in university, they got out a year or two ago, they learned English when they were at university, it's still fresh. Some of them work as interpreters or English teachers, etc. So by limiting yourself to the women who speak English, that's one of the ways that guys get sucked into spending too much time with women who are too young for them. And if you met somebody who had everything that you wanted in a life mate, that's great, isn't it? Many of us, we meet people and then we just kind of negotiate ourselves to a point where, okay, at least I have these things which are important to me in this relationship. I don't have this, I don't have that. It would be sure nice to have those. And we kind of negotiate our way into a relationship, which I don't think is a really good approach, but we find ourselves often doing that, don't we? I think men and women find themselves doing that. Both men and women quite often do that. I think if you're in an environment where you can say, look, I'm going to be a good man, I'm going to be completely reliable, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be fun, I'm going to be solid and noble, I'm going to be a great husband, a great life partner, I'm not going to make mistakes, I'm going to listen, I'm going to, you get what I'm saying. I'm going to be all of that. If you're going to be all of that, I think you have the right to go and find exactly what you want. So what if you find exactly what you want? Because in this environment, it's very possible. She doesn't speak English. What are you going to do? Are you going to turn away from that person whose core values match yours, whose dreams and aspirations match yours, whose attitude toward relationships match yours, whose chemistry, the two of you are clearly attracted to each other. You can tell when you look at each other, are you going to pass that up? You'd be a fool to pass that up. Let the interpreters do their job for you. Let the, many translation apps you can download on a smart, use the technology, let those things serve you well so you can find the right partner for you, and don't limit yourself to the women who speak English. But a great question, I appreciate it very much. If you're going to get married, you want to be married a long time, right? Getting divorced in 10 or 12 or 15 years because you're no longer compatible is going to suck. So don't do that to yourself. Make your decisions very, very carefully. Make sure you're not, asking somebody who's very young with limited relationship experience to make a commitment and relocate and do things that are just going to be hard for them to do 10, 15 years from now. That's just a generic statement, guys. You can apply that any way you want.
From all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
Asian-women.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.